Hi, this is author-philosopher Ronald E. Springer of EthicsUnderground.com here to continue the reading of Moral Armor. We've reached Section 3, The Spirit Murderers, Chapter 8, Fear-Driven Man, beginning with the first phase of a spirit murderer's consciousness, denial of existence. Please hit like and subscribe before we dive in. Don't jump off a cliff if you find some attributes of spirit murder in yourself. With life's ups and downs, we all display traits from time to time which are less than ideal, and are likewise repaid with less than ideal results. No one is bulletproof emotionally, and no one can be shielded from the influences of the world, and its often disturbing mass-supported moral viewpoints. The hatred we should feel for immorality is often misdirected at the moral in the same fashion and for the same reasons as why we as a nation immediately hated Lee Harvey Oswald. But he didn't kill Kennedy. We were conned on both counts and many others. Over time, the evil has branched out in countless directions of misery, but like all things, its key elements never change. We grow up facing a barrage of input from both sides, and have to weed through the mess to define ourselves. Fear itself is not evil. It's all right to be afraid. The key is to overcome, to not let it rule your destiny, and to grow strong enough to battle those who have allowed it to rule theirs. A person is not damned for life because he chooses the wrong moral road in one issue or another, but if he stays the course after understanding he is wrong, he has damned himself to the pattern of self-destruction, along with anyone who gets caught in his snarl. Otherwise, damnation lasts only as long as irrationality lasts. So now we'll continue with the reading of Moral Armor, Chapter 8, Fear-Driven Man, Part 1, Denial of Existence, Concepts of Blindness. Evildoers are easier, and they taste better. Interview with the Vampire. Hell, having seen the world of Atlantis, where rationality shines and the best in all men is rewarded, we have acquired the weapons to remain untouchable. We have grown strong by the knowledge, and now we are ready for our journey into the underworld. This can be a descent into madness for the unprepared. Conditions exist here that decent people should never have to see. Certain levels of contamination can scar by mere sight, but with our armor, we will traverse it in relative safety. Stay close. Often, we imagine hell to be a great cavernous dwelling of jagged rock, fire, and brimstone, dangerous but exciting to a higher power just the same. Gung-ho, we can defend ourselves in that world, but that is not the true nature of hell. Imagine forging this great blade, honing this hard, smooth body, then being sat down in a dirty, cold waiting room with 60s decor, staring at a green wall for hours. True hell doesn't require armor plate to endure, but rubber gloves and clothespins. Hell is the immobility of being held back by oneself or others, by personal choice, culture, or legislation. Hell is contemplating wonders forever denied to us, dreams that will never be reached, happenings that will never happen. Hell is contamination, the infiltration of filth and pestilence allowed to spread uncontested. It is disease left untreated. It is our better minds watching disease being given the right of way, while we are barred from providing solutions. Hell is not where you decide how best you are to live, but where others tell you. Hell is patiently trying to reason with the unreasonable. Hell is taking orders from our inferiors, stuck behind those who can barely handle 35 miles per hour when we could be doing 80. It is where emotional what-ifs rule and thoughtful experimentation is forbidden. It is the energy of life drained and gone, the lethargic eyes too drawn to stay open. Socially, hell is seeing our lives consumed, not to serve our highest ability, but to serve that bum. Hell is where high spirit is not fostered. Hell is where the cards are stacked in the favor of evil, where emphasis is placed on alleviating the burdens of stagnation versus protecting the foundations of growth. Hell is helplessness, where our comprehension is blurred and our bodies are crippled. Hell is giving up, the decay of mind and body, the death of dreams, the defeat of every rational premise. It is where we must never set up camp. Hell is watching our living power wasted. True hell is boredom 24 hours a day. Hell is where we lose. That, of course, is hell from the viewpoint of a self-made man, a man of great capacity forced to sit on his energy. But while it limits us, it allows another type of man full reign in the use of his capacity. It allows him to posture as a leader in place of those who deserve to be there. It allows him to invert the only sound class structure of man, sound motive versus unsound motive, and to invert human guidance, taking control away from the most complex thinkers and giving it to the least. Like rats roving over a corpse, it restrains his prey, undermining the best moral minds in favor of those with the lowest immoral aspirations. Our infection makes their survival possible. This hell exists all around us today. Where does such a man come from? Why does he want to reverse everything? What advantages does he gain? That's all for now. Next up is the tragedy of submission. I split these videos up by subject so you'd have a better chance of finding moral armor, and then perhaps go through the whole thing for free. Why? To help create a leader in every life. Sound civilization stair-steps up from sound coherence to sound individual to productive groups of mature individuals. Self-hatred drives fear-driven people in our world to wipe out the individual, so we all need moral armor to protect ourselves and the future of mankind. Click subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you'd like to help wipe out moral confusion fast and make the world a better place.